Howdy, folks. It's SJ Poor here, sitting in Little Face Brewing. Tuesday. It is not Homebrew Wednesday. It is Tuesday. It's Oak Island Tuesday is what it is. Y'all know I'm a fan of Oak Island. I just am. Been watching this thing for, a long time now. Since the very first episode. But that's not why I'm here. Even though it is Oak Island Tuesday, I'm here to do a little bit of a beer review. Another homebrew review. Should call it Homebrew Review Tuesday. Actually sounds kind of good. This one is called the Torrential Down Porter. Maple and Coffee Porter. This is from Todd Dame of False Peak Brewing Company. This is the last of the 3 beers he sent me. Right there it is. Torrential Down Porter. I am looking forward to this beer. I did a Maple Donuts Porter a couple years ago, and it was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed that beer. Let's crack this thing open, shall we? A little bit of a hiss. Yep. Oh, look at that. This is going to be a beauty. I'm using my Guinness glass because I'd like to be able to get everything in here. It is pouring nicely. It'll be a nice dark beer in a Guinness glass. And everyone in the pool. It's all swim. I say that every time. That is a pretty beer. Let me turn it this way so you're not looking at the Guinness. But that is a pretty beer. Look at that head. Right there is a full finger head. Nice brown, tan, bubbly. Beautiful, frothy little head. Nice looking beer right off the bat. Beautiful. Let's go in for a nose, shall we? Oh, I am getting chocolate, or is that the maple? A little bit of coffee in the nose that I'm picking up. It's a mild coffee, like a mild roast. It's not in the nose anyway, I wouldn't perceive this as a dark roast. But I am now getting the maple sweetness in the nose. Almost a little bit of a hazelnut there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, as I'm working it up. And I've actually let this beer sit out just a little bit so that the temperature is going to be just about where I want it. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the maple in the nose. Todd, I think I'm going to redo my Maple Donuts Porter because this beer has given me that inspiration. Thank you, kind sir. Let's dive in, shall we? Oh. That is a dandy. Wow. Oh, man. That is a dandy. So it has all the great parts of a porter. So I'm picking out that nice roasty, toasty, almost some toffee flavors. Just a nice dark roast, malty. Grist, maybe some chocolate in there. There are not any of that burnt roast in it. This is all caramely, very caramel-like. There is no harsh, dark roast in this at all. And I'll stick to, on the coffee side, I would say it's a medium roast, which, kudos to you for doing that, because what that does, that really works nice legs out on this. There's no ABV written on this beer, but she has got nice legs on the glass. So roasty, toasty, toffee. The maple, the maple is just right. And what I really like about the maple is it's the whole way through the beer. It's not just at a certain spot. One of the things that we as homebrewers, or even beers, not so much even homebrewers, but just beers in general, that you're working on that flavor. Sometimes they're only at one spot of the beer. They're not the whole way through the beer. This is actually the whole way through the beer. The maple is in the nose. It's in the front end. Works its way the whole way through to the end. It's also a very clean beer. The maple is just so nice. We've started using maple sugar in cooking. Like, we'll use maple sugar on rubs, and stuff like that when we're doing, smoking meat and whatnot. And if you haven't done that, I highly suggest getting some. It goes great in eggs, too. Not even joking. It goes great in eggs. That's what I'm picking out of this, is that maple sugar. So I know Todd is a local guy, so I'm wondering if this is Pennsylvania maple syrup. We have some righteous maple syrup here in Pennsylvania, and I've been toying around with doing a beer very similar to this, a maple beer. I also like to do it rum, but that's another video and another time. So I'm wondering if he's using maple syrup, if this is a Pennsylvania maple, because it tastes like it should be, and if you're using the actual syrup or if you're using the sugar. Nice combination with that medium roast coffee and the maple, because they work off of each other. The coffee is about in the middle. You pick it up in the nose. It's not on the front end. Front end is where your maple's coming through. Maple carries the whole way through the beer, as I was saying earlier. And the coffee is right there in the middle. And then it just finishes out nice, sweet, mapley, caramel goodness. I'm telling you what, Torrential Down Porter is a great name for this, because if this were on tap, it is hard to not drink. You can't put it down. I'm going in for the last little bit. Right there it is. Look at that, folks. I didn't screw around with this beer. Medium to full mouthfeel. Legs all day long in that glass. I'm going to venture to say 7-ish% ABV. High 6, low 7. Easy drinking beer. Torrential Down Porter by Todd Dame at False Peak Brewing Company. This is a winner. Wow, you sent me 3 really good beers, dude. I really liked all 3. This one right here, could hands down be one of the best porters I've ever had. And that's I've had a lot of porters, and this makes me want to brew this beer. Something similar. Wow. I am privileged. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you for the that concludes the 3 beer review for False Peak Brewing Company. Todd Dame, thank you again for sending these out to me. I'll get you back. Should like to bring a couple beers and buy you a couple beers. I think we meet up over at Evergreen. That'd be righteous. This is SJ Pour, Little Face Brew, and enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. Brew beer. Torrential Down Porter beer. Cheers.